Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Table Talk. I'm your host, Jake Combs, and today we're taking a look at Free League's Alien Roleyplaying Game, as well as two of the expansions, Building Better Worlds and Heart of Darkness. Now, before we get started, they actually had just announced for the game that there's now a mobile app that actually links with it, very similar to, from what I understand, D&D has, as well as some of the other role-playing games. I know like Warhammer has their own apps that help you with building your lists and things like that. And this is meant to kind of help make the experience more immersive. It's called Alien Roleyplaying Game Nexus. And when you purchase these books, you actually end up getting a code that you can use to redeem it, or you have to purchase them separately if you want to unlock their content. I'm not sure which. Haven't looked too far into it. Just saw the press release a couple days ago. So for first impressions of it, we've seen some of the images and how it works. It looks very cool, very well worth checking into. But I'm pretty sure each one of these books does come with a code in it. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, with the main role-playing game itself, we've never actually played, but I'm a huge fan of the Alien universe. I've seen literally every Alien movie, read a large amount of the number of comics, and just at first glance, looking at the artwork and the layouts, I mean, they've definitely taken a lot of time to really do this right. And I mean, that looks like some of the artwork possibly from Prometheus. We have Colonel Marshall, Marines, medics. So there's a lot of different roles you can play. And from what I understand, it uses the same main formatting as far as like gameplay as the other Free League games do. And here we have some of the ships. There's literally so much content in here. I mean, we're looking at about just under 400 pages of content contained in there. So a lot to dig into just in the core book alone. Building Better Worlds. Let's see. And a lot of the same formatting as well. But this gives you, rules for colonization, the history of it, the administration, expeditions, organizations. So, I mean, in the alien world, or mythos, I guess, not every planet is going to have the xenomorphs. And, really they should be, kind of a minority, or a very small percentage of encounters that you might have in the universe as a whole. And so, having this expansion where the focus is on colonization and exploration and things like that, I definitely think is the right way to go. I mean, you're going to have players that are going to basically want to fight xenomorphs pretty much all the time, and so you won't have to be confined to just this, because as we've seen in the movies, we have Weyland Yutani basically unleashing the xenomorphs on the unsuspecting population. So some of these things, it's not just a matter of if they'd ever seen one, it's really a matter of when. And then we've also got layouts of ships. I mean, just at a glance, my first impression is that the production quality of these is absolutely top notch. I love the cover art. The art inside is just as great. So with the Heart of Darkness box, it's a little bit different. Here we have the actual games catalog of all their other titles. We have story cards to basically help you in your creation of your stories, if you're the DM anyway. And then this is our main supplement right here. And again, the same level of quality and detail, and you know, anyone that's a fan is definitely going to enjoy going into these. And then we actually have some, looks like some mostly pre-created character sheets for you. And I like the formatting of the character sheets themselves as well. We have the way they break out your attributes and just the general layout. Definitely is kind of a unique take on it. And then we actually have some maps that you can actually put on the board or on your table while you're playing. And this one's actually a much bigger one. So definitely some really cool stuff there. Now, in my quick glances through these, you know, I very well could have missed it, but I did not see any immediate codes or anything like that available or ready to be seen. Don't want to crunch those. So makes me think that maybe there's some other way of actually procuring those codes. I'm definitely going to dive into it and see what I can find out. But at a glance, this looks fantastic. I cannot wait for my group to actually play in this universe. You know, like I said, I'm a huge fan of the Alien franchise. Xenomorphs are some of the coolest you know, enemies or monsters that I think we've seen in cinema in general, and they translate so well into like pretty much any media that I've seen: book, audiobook, comic book, video games, movies, animation. I honestly have not seen a situation where, or a media that's tried to use them that it didn't work for. Now there may have been some, you know, less than ideal stories along the way, but the guts of it are just absolutely fantastic and great to build with. And like I said, I cannot wait to get started with my group on these.